So Alyssa, you started writing a blog to help you. Why did you start this blog?
You know, it kind of was a growing desire. I knew that I needed to be the best me I could for my kids, and I knew in order to do that, I needed to give myself time to reflect and give myself time to process what I was feeling, and I needed some sort of outlet to do that. And so the idea came to me, you know, if I started a blog, and at first I didn't really know how I felt about it, but the desire just kept growing and growing, and I felt like it was going to be beneficial for me to just be able to articulate and feel things that I needed to feel.
I want you to read this first blog right here about depression.
Okay. Just this whole thing.
Just that, that first part right here that's highlighted.
Just
yeah.
highlight.
Mm-hmm.
The roller coaster of grieving has so far taken me on a very unbalanced ride. January and February days were filled with an ever-changing range of emotions. Many days were sad, many were numb, some were angry, and some were unbearable.
Do you feel like you were depressed? Or did you feel like you were dealing with depression?
I feel like I was dealing with a lot of emotion, and I feel like I've gotten a healthy range of all of them, you know. And in the first months, I felt like it was an ever-changing process. You know, I'd feel here, then I'd feel here. But this month has been a real low. And I don't know what it was specifically. I don't know if it was the sinking reality that every moment she was missing. And it was hard. Those feelings are hard. And I feel like as I was sinking lower, it was a very gradual thing. And I didn't even recognize what was happening, that I was losing my desire to do things. And you know, I could tell that things were bad, but I would never say that I felt like I was in a depression at that moment, because I just kept thinking, man, I'm having a lot of bad days. But I'd never had them in such a long stretch, or every day felt like that. And it was a couple weeks into this month that it dawned on me that this is more serious than just a few bad days. And this is easily something that could be very harmful to me. And I felt like that was a very empowering feeling, to recognize what it was and to see early on the signs that not that I felt like I was ever immune to them, but I'd never experienced them or gone through it personally. And that was enough to realize that I needed to address it and I needed to take it serious.
And so blogging has helped with that.
Oh, yes. And honestly, after I made this post, I felt so much relief off of me from just expressing what had happened. But yeah, it felt very, very good to just let it out. And I felt so much better. I felt like I could do things, I could change, and I could, you know, regain that momentum of pushing forward by letting this go. And it felt like that. It felt like I could let it go.